Do I go now? Okay. Hi, I'm Chad White, and I'm going to be your next The Real World roommate. What? Oh, okay, right. Sorry. I'm Chad White, and I'm going to be your next The Bachelorette contestant.
Ba 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 bow bow ba 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 ba.
I'm 22 adult human years, and I'm a writer from Roswell, Georgia. I currently live at home because I decided to major in a dying art, but I'm moving out soon. I've had several girlfriends who I've kissed so many times. I like all types of women: Asian, white, black, South Pacific, Brazilian, European, French, British, this Chinese, Japanese, I'm sure I've missed some, but yeah, definitely. Italian. Now, have I ever been in love? Yeah. What is love, really? That special someone you want to spend every waking second with? You want to share your hopes, your dreams, your wants, your needs? You ache for them when they're not with you? The person you let your guard down for the first time in forever, only to have your heart crushed into tiny, tiny bits? No, I've never been in love. But I am hopeful to be in love, though. I've always wanted that one special girl to call my own. Not that I would own her or anything. It's 2016. You can't own a human being anymore. Thank God. Love is just so difficult. You can be in a relationship thinking you're getting as much as you're giving, when in reality, it's the other way around. Buble was wrong. A great relationship has to be 50-50. No one should ever be killing themselves as their significant other coasts through, thinking they've got it on Easy Street.
Hello, Bachelorette producers. It's me, Chad White, and I'm here outside of the great city of Atlanta, Georgia, in the suburbs known as Roswell, a little town I like to call home. Of course, we're outside of my home, and I'm about to take you on a tour of the White House. It's really a non-official nickname. There's, this other house named the White House, whatever. Anyway, this is my neighborhood. This is my home. I hope you enjoy it. People like to park in front of our house sometimes. I want to put out a sign that says whites only, just so like park in front of our house. Come with me on this journey. Wipe your feet, because I just cleaned those floors, and I swear to God, if you track mud inside, it'll be it.
My funniest first date story. Okay, all right. Oh my gosh, this is a good one. So, my close friend and I went to a rehearsal dinner for her brother and his fiance. You see, he was getting married for the second time, and she didn't even have a boyfriend at the time. Her mother kept making jokes about her never getting married. Plus, she was also being mistaken for her mother, so, that didn't help. So, she decided to have a night of meaningless sex and went off looking for my roommate at the time, who's a real sex hound, if you catch my drift. And she found me, we got to talking, and then bada bing, bada. Oh, wait. That was an episode of Friends. I'm sorry, I can't remember anything else. The best fantasy date would be us taking a walk on the wild side. We go out to a 3.5-star restaurant where I'd order a plain chicken breast, no seasoning, and a baked potato, again, no seasoning, with a glass of water. Then, if dessert is needed, we'd get some non fat yogurt or maybe some lightly vanilla ice cream. Conversation consists only of work, strictly platonic. I'm kidding, we'd probably just hold hands or something. Boy, that was a seamless transition, wasn't it? Now, here I'm taking you to the living room, where we got all manners of living. Things like a television, a couch, a love seat, a fireplace, books, and other things you use to enjoy the company of yourself or maybe friends or something of this such nature. This is where you entertain people. Well,
Not you, me. I entertain people here. They sit on the couch. There's a blanket. If you get a little bit chilly, you know, get a little bit nipply in here. You put the blanket on your lap. You're like, ooh, now I'm feeling warm. And then we can enjoy, regale in stories, tell each other things about our days, tell each other about our weeks, what we're gonna do. We're gonna go camping. That's a very specific thing. I don't know. I've never been camping. So anyway, of course, this is the living room. Now let's move on to where I cook the food.
My favorite woman in the media has to be Taylor Swift. I love her so much. Her music, her attitude, that hair, love it all. I'm content knowing that she'll never date me or anyone of my, you know, complexion. My favorite male actor has to be Stephen Amell, or maybe Michael B. Jordan. The way Amell is able to command the screen as the Green Arrow is just amazing. Or how Michael B. Jordan can go from comedy to drama just like that. But I do like Joe Magnelio. I'd let Joe Magnelio hold me in his arms. But really, I'd let Joe Magnelio carry me to the ends of this earth.
Before we get to the kitchen, I'll show you this island. This is where we keep all types of stuff, like napkins, extra plates, a plant, the only house phone in the entire house, and my keys, my wallet, and some type of coupons, I guess. Menus and stuff. I don't really eat out much. That door leads to the basement. We don't go down there.
I'm not really close to my family. We just tend to go on about our own lives. But I still do have to love them. It's in the rules. Right, Ma? Ma! She gets it. If I could travel anywhere, it'd probably be somewhere in Europe. I'm a food lover and I want to try every morsel of food as possible. All the different types of sandwiches and grilled meats, and the veg. Who can forget the veg?
Boom! Another seamless transition. Here we are in the kitchen with all of the necessary appliances, such as 2 microwaves, an oven, a toaster, 2 coffee makers. There's a blender somewhere that I use to make smoothies. This is where our plates and our food live. And there's a refrigerator behind you that you probably saw at some point. These are our pantries where the dry foods live. My cereals are in that large pantry. Maybe some chips, breakfast bars, granola bars, protein bars. Like rappers, I have a lot of bars. There's a fridge. This is a great joke. There's a fridge. Please laugh. With milks and juices and strawberries and blueberries. A lot of fresh fruits and veg. I messed that up. A lot of fresh fruits and veg. Of course, that is the table where we sit and eat. There's some fresh fruits and veg over that way too. Now, we'll make our way to the dining room. This is a room that never gets used. As you saw a light turn on, I tried to light up the scene. Of course, this is where our china lives. Our china, as in china that's never used. There's a tiara. There's old pictures of me everywhere. There's probably like 5 pictures of me in the entire house, but whatever. Since the dining room never gets used, I kind of just put stuff on it. Like a water bottle and an old protein and stuff. Okay, let's move on to the masterpiece, my room.
If we had a date in my hometown, we'd probably start at the historic Canton Street for dinner and drinks, then hit up a movie, dessert at one of the many local ice creameries, maybe a walk in the park. You know, all this just to talk to her. If we went to Atlanta, we'd head to a sporting event like the Hawks or the Falcons, or if the Thrashers were still a thing, then those too. Perhaps head to one of the many restaurant mainstays for food and drinks, like Sky Lounge or Sweet Hut. And should we meet anyone at all, it'd be one of my several closest friends.
And here we are in the piece de resistance where the magic gets made. My room. And here we've got everything, all the accoutrements that a young adult male needs, such as TV, video games, video game consoles, Blu-rays, DVDs, books, and that's where I write, right there. Sometimes I write downstairs, or like any burgeoning writer, at a coffee shop. And there's a bed where the magic is being made every night. Stop saying that. That's where I do magic, on the bed. I have playing cards. I have a top hat with a bunny. I don't have any of that stuff. I don't know why I'm trying to impress you. You're probably not even paying attention to this.
So I've got loads of talents. I can do impressions. Here's my Pope. Look at me. I'm a de Pope. Pope de Pope de Pope. Here's my Obama. Denzel. Ha ha ha. My ninja. Ray Romano. Deborah. Kermit the Frog. Miss Piggy. Bill Cosby. You look like you're thirsty. Here, have some of this drink. Chad should be the next Bachelorette contestant. I also love to work out and run. I'm into comedy, so I have to do stand-up. I'm a health nut. Get it? A health nut. So I love to cook. Then there's writing and singing. I do, however, have flaws. I mean, for one, I do have this tiny Catholic schoolgirl waist to deal with. And two, for years, I've suffered from one of the worst diseases imaginable. Every day, I'm affected by this menace. And those around me have to deal with the repercussions of it. I'm talking, of course, about resting bitch face. It's just so hard, to look in the mirror and see this angry face. I can't do anything about it. I've tried it all, from drugs to therapy. Nothing works. I think I need a moment. And that's it for my Bachelorette submission video. I promise, if you choose me to be a participant in the next Bachelorette, I'll bring the right amount of laughs along with the right amount of love. Just what? Oh. All right, Chad. You're going to get in there and make that Bachelor video. That's what you're doing today. Because people want to see you out there fighting for love. If that's what they do. I don't know. You got this, big guy.